Welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather and this is the Heatherberry channel. I know I've been gone for a couple weeks, but I'm back. Yeah, y'all, as y'all can see from the title, something that I can tell my younger me. That's what we're gonna be talking about today. So yeah. First of all, I want to thank my new subscribers and say hello to y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for subscribing. All my old subscribers, thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for staying locked in. And yeah, back to, like I said, the title. What I would have told my younger me, or if I could have a chance to tell my younger me, what would I say? We're going to just hop right into it. So, first and foremost, what I would have told my younger self. Girl, you're going to gain that weight. It's okay to be skinny. Enjoy being skinny mini. Enjoy being skinny. Because by the time you turn 30, you're going to be thick. You're going to be thick. And by the time you get a little bit older, you're going to be too thick. You're going to wish you was back to your slim size. I was like 135, still 5'8.5", 5'9". And I used to want to be thick. I think back then I had thighs, I had buns, I had flat stomach. My stupid self wanted to have a little pouch. Don't ask me why. Wanted a little pouch, wanted to be thick, because the thick girls was in, it was like thick, but I would go back and tell my younger self, enjoy being skinny mini, enjoy being in that size 4, enjoy that little tiny waist, that flat stomach with no stretch mark. Enjoy it. Enjoy those thighs, the muscle legs. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. By the time you get 35, you ain't gonna be able to eat what you want to eat. First and foremost, I would tell myself that. The other thing I would tell myself is don't be so, or not don't be so, but all the things that you're going through now, Heather, this is for your daughters, your daughter and your daughters-in-laws. Because now, looking back on my life, I see that I needed that experience so I can be able to guide my daughter through life and my daughter-in-laws through life, or be able to meet them at their level, to help to guide them, to show them how to maneuver out of it, or to, be there for them, to be able to understand what they're going through. Where by me understanding what they're going through or what they have been through, it's easier for them to listen to me, to know that, okay, she must know something because she got through it. So I would tell my younger me that you need it all. These are things that you need for the future you. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm going through it, I won't be so stressed, worried, depressed, hurt. Even though it'd be tough, it was tough going through those things. But if I knew, like, you need to go through this so you can understand your future son's wife or your future daughter, so you can understand what she's going through. You can understand how to help, or you can be able to help her get through that situation. Or, even when I was younger, going through the different difficulties, as you have, like, the lights was off, or the times that we didn't have no food and you had to just make it do what it do. So now when times be hard, whenever times was hard, especially for food, like, okay, let me give for instance, I know how to go in the kitchen. For me, not having stuff when I was little, or even being a vegetarian when I was little, now if it's nothing to eat in the kitchen, I know how to put something together. Like, okay, we got some vegetables, we got this. I know how to season. If we don't got no meat to put in the beans, I know how to season it where it tastes like it got meat. That's because I was a vegetarian, so I know how to go in the kitchen and make something up. You know what I'm saying? Where it still tastes good. Where you would be like, "Dang, I didn't know we had this in the kitchen." So that experience of not having, and you have to figure it out. Like, "Dang, I need to make a meal out of. I got some onions. I got a can of tomatoes. I got a couple mushrooms. Got a little bit of rice. You saute them vegetables, add a little soy sauce to it. Season them a little bit. Get your rice. Put that over some rice. You ain't gonna even miss the meat. You ain't gonna even miss the meat. Get them beans, season them, throw a bay leaf in there. You ain't gonna miss it. Put a little mushroom here and there. You ain't gonna miss it. Tacos. If you don't have no ground beef, get them beans, smash them up, make you some refried beans. Put that on that tortilla shell. You ain't gonna miss it. So all those things that I went, especially the food part. Now, the lights part, our lights haven't been off since I've been an adult because I knew, okay, I'm not letting my lights go off. That I learned that, like, I'm gonna make sure my kids don't have their lights off. But if it was like, when it was like a blizzard and our lights was off, that was like fun time me and the kids and my husband. We would just get together and talk. Even when I was little, we used to do that. But now it's like, okay, I just make sure we get our candles. I make sure and it's not a bad experience. You know what I'm saying? I just make sure, okay, we got the candles put up. We make sure we got the batteries. We make sure we got this because I already am prepared, if that makes sense. So I would tell my younger self, don't be so, I guess the word is sad, stressed out, feeling like you didn't have, because you need all of these experiences to help you in the future you. So the future you, your future kids, your future grandkids, or even to teach your children how to be better parents. Yeah, so you need these experiences. Even as having a stepmother and having a stepmother, you be like, okay, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. If I ever be a step, I needed those things. So when it was time for me to be a step parent, I know now what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So instead of, I would tell my younger self, you need all of these experiences to help you with the future you. So that's something that I would tell myself. Another thing I would tell myself is, these kids, these 7 kids that you helping raise, you need that experience because you about to have 7 kids in the future. So get all the experience you need, girl. Get that's experience under your belt. So I tell myself that. The other thing that I would tell myself is, I don't know, because a lot of stuff I needed that. I don't regret it happening because it made me who I am, if that makes sense. So like I would say, when I was in high school, I got a scholarship to go to the University of Chicago. Some things happened where I wasn't able to go to the University of Chicago. But I needed those things to happen so I can be where I'm at now, if that makes sense. The main important thing that I would tell my younger self is to accept Jesus in my life sooner than I did, because it would have made my life so much more easier, Yeah. I know y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know I grew up as a Muslim child, and an adult. But I was kind of confused because felt like I didn't, I don't know, it fit. But when I accepted Jesus, and it's like and it was much more than accepting Jesus. It's when I had that encounter with Jesus. But I don't know if I could have I guess accepting Jesus. If I would accept Jesus, in my life sooner, a lot of the stress, depression, and anxiety that I had would have been let go sooner. than it did, if that makes sense. That's number one. Yeah. And telling myself to trust God and trust the process. I would tell my younger self that. Trust God and trust the process. Because God definitely knows what he's doing. I would tell my younger self that you're beautiful. Yeah, that you're beautiful. I never could really fit in because I didn't fit in nowhere. And I always wanted to be somebody else. So I would tell myself that I'm beautiful. I would tell myself that I'm beautiful. And yeah, that's what I would tell myself. What else would I tell my younger self? To keep on holding on. Because if y'all, I don't know if I told my story on the channel yet, but I gave up. I gave up on myself and God kept me. But I would tell myself to keep on holding on. It'll get greater later. That's very much so easier said than done, though. But I would tell myself to keep on holding on. That's what I would tell myself. To keep on holding on. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I would tell my younger self. So y'all tell me, like, what's some things that you would tell your younger self? Like, put them in the comments. I want to know. I just want to know. I want to know what is something that you would have told your younger self? Yeah. But like I said, all those different experiences made me who I am now. So that's the only thing I can say is keep on holding on. Tell myself that I'm pretty. Tell myself that you need these experiences for the future, you and your future children and children-in-law. And to accept Jesus in my life sooner. Those are the main things that I would go back and tell my younger self. Also, what I would tell my younger self is a parent this is your parent's first time being a parent to you. And you are different from the rest of your siblings. So be patient with your parents as being a parent. Because they're learning how to be a parent every day. Because every day is a new day of being a parent to you and to your siblings. Now, would I have accepted it? I don't know. But at least that seed would have been dropped for me to go and look back on it. So again, I want to know what y'all would have told y'all younger self. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be all. I guess that's all for today, y'all. So check out my other videos if y'all want to see some more sit and yap sessions, because this was a yap session. Y'all see this therapy chair. I'm here. We here. Yeah. So yeah. I'm out of here. See y'all next week. Same time, same place. Have that big channel. Love y'all. Bye.